So, happy Saturday, no, happy Friday evening to you at Cissbury Ring. Just walking up to the trig point, 184 metres, not particularly high, not like a Welsh hill anyway. So as I say, Friday evening, after work, drove down to near Worthing to Cissbury Ring, and again, pitched up after sunset. Sun's gone down. Haven't even picked my spot yet. It's quite busy up here at the moment, but it has been a glorious sunny day. I think people will come out for the evening. There's 1,000,001 dog walkers that were on the way up here. Hopefully, now the sun's setting, they will disappear and I have the hill to myself. Just below the moon up there, you can see the lights of Brighton, and you can just see the Seven Sisters rock formations, cliffs in the far distance. Down this way you can see the lights of Worthing, nearest major conurbation to where I am. I packed in quite a hurry after getting home from work this evening, and I forgot a number of things, mainly things to do with the camera, so not the end of the world. Oh, good evening. Here I am at the top of Cissbury Hill, 184 metres of elevation on the south coast. Over that way there, we've got the lights of Worthing and an offshore wind farm, which is flickering in the distance, and the sounds of the motorbikes around Worthing. Pitched up here with a handy log that I can sit on, and I've got a couple of beers. It's a bit late to toast the sunset, as it's coming up on 9 o'clock now, and the sun went down at 7:45. But as I said, I was quite late coming out this evening, so I didn't get here until well after sunset. Saw the sunset on the walk up the hill. This is actually a really big hill fault. It looks like some sort of Motte and Bailey hill fault. Yeah, there's a number of hand dug quarries where they used to dig out flint. Apparently this all started 6,000 years ago. So hand tools, people digging 12-metre deep holes into the chalk to get the flint out. But it is an enormous hill fault. The whole thing must be at least 500 metres by 300 metres. It takes quite a while to walk up to it, and then quite a while to walk across it. The high point, the trig point, is just over to my right there, and as I say, that's 184 metres, not very far away from me at all. So I'm just about at the highest point, and lovely views. Over on this side, if I'm up in time, I should get the sunrise behind the trees there. You can see the moon up in the sky, and had a lovely sunset on the other side as I was walking up. Really quite busy on the way up here. Lots and lots of dog walkers on the lower slopes, and lots of youth on the upper slopes, but only on the side over nearest to Worthing. I think it's the shortest route up. You come over this side, which is a bit out of the way, and very few people over this side, which is good. It's quite difficult to get a really secluded pitch up here because it's all quite an open area, but there are some shrubs to give some shelter. As you can see, I'm in shirt sleeves and shorts. It's been a beautiful day. I bet you it's going to have been the warmest day of the year so far, but we are only at the beginning of April. But it's been a beautiful day and it's a lovely night. It's only forecast to get down to about 8 degrees. Wind to come up a little bit as per normal, but it should be a nice quiet camp up here. As I said, it's not supposed to be very chilly tonight, but I've bought the Alpkit Radiant with me again just to give it a second outing. see how it goes, see if it was as comfy as the last time I was out in it. Also, as per last time, I've got the Strat 1 as well, which seems to be my tenter choice at the moment, because it's light, it's robust, not particularly roomy, but plenty roomy enough. And because it's got quite a diminutive footprint, you can pitch it in places that things like the Scarp and the Double Rainbow won't actually fit. Not that I've had to fit it in anywhere like that yet though. So morning, here's my spot for last night. As always, leave no trace. And there's my rucksack. Managed to get into the 30-litre Osprey again this time. Don't you love summer camps? You don't have to carry so much with you. Worthing over there in the not too far distance. And the sea looks very misty today. It's a glorious morning. Sun's up, and I had a perfectly dry tent. No condensation, no nothing. So then, let's bid farewell to Cissbury Ring and the hill forts. Let's get going back down the hill. Mildly misty this morning, nowhere near as clear as it was last night when I arrived. There's a onesie. I wonder who left a onesie there. Leave no trace, eh? Well, it's another good showing for the Alpkit Radiant. Another warm night and another comfortable night. Didn't inflate it quite so far this time, and that made a huge difference. Still very comfortable with it fully inflated, but helps my back a little bit when I deflate it some. And unlike the X-Therm, which is much thinner, when I deflate that a little bit, my hips can touch the floor, which then of course conducts the heat away, and you get little cold spots. None of that in the Radiant though, which is good. Somebody on my YouTube channel made a good suggestion that I put to good effect on this trip. One of my complaints about the Radiant is because of the dodgy valve in it, that's just a rubber flap. When you try to roll it up, it's very difficult to dump the air out quickly and get a decent roll on it. So what they suggested was that you put your finger inside the hole, fold the flap back on itself, which then keeps the flap open all the time, and that dumps the air really quickly and makes rolling it much easier. So thanks for the comment, it worked quite well. I also think that the mat was a little bit quieter this time. Remember last time I said that it had a bit of a rustle to it? This time it seems to have bedded in, and I swear there was much less noise from it this time than last time. So it's even quieter than the X-Therm. Mind you, saying that it's even quieter than the X-Therm isn't saying very much, because there's nothing quite as noisy as an X-Therm. We're obviously in one of those more accessible spots. There's a defibrillator. Don't think I've ever seen one of those on my walks before. come across this log with King Alfred's fungus on it, which is a great fire starter. You can actually pick it and then set light to it inside and then carry it in a little purse or something, and it keeps a fire going for ages and ages, and then you can start your next campfire with it. I think it grows on ash trees. Back in the days before jet lighters and piezo ignition, I used to collect that up, so I had it for lighting fires if necessary. Okay, now coming back to civilization again. Walking through the dog walkers field. There's about 10 of them walking around this field. It's obviously where all the locals come. It's walking back into the little town outside of Worthing. I think it's called Findon or Findon, where I've parked roadside. So rather than going in main car parks at these beauty spots where your car's a bit conspicuous overnight, I much prefer to park roadside in a residential street. So another fine wild camp completed, another one ticked off in 2025. Thanks for coming along with me, and enjoy your own camps. Bye bye.